Hi everyone, and welcome back to our Storytime reading. Uh, it is getting super nice outside, so you've got to remember to wear sunscreen. If you see, I did not, and I am burnt, and it hurts. So this is just a little PSA to remember to wear sunscreen as the weather gets nicer. However, we're going to read Scooby-Doo and the Werewolf today. So, let's get started. There was lots of excitement at Shaggy's house. An exchange student from Romania was coming to stay with Shaggy and Scooby-Doo. They didn't know anything about Romania, so Velma brought over some books for them to read. Zoinks, cried Shaggy after Velma left. That's a lot of books. Like, I've got a better idea, Scoob. Let's rent a video about Romania instead. Yeah, Scooby agreed. He licked his chops. Now he and Shaggy could eat popcorn and snacks and learn at the same time. The movie the two friends rented told the story of a young man from Romania who was cursed by a gypsy. Every time the autumn moon rose, he would turn into a werewolf. The movie had a lot of spooky special effects. It was very scary. The next day, the Mystery Inc. gang went to the airport to pick up Andre, the Romanian exchange student. Shaggy and Scooby were a little nervous about Andre staying with them. After all, Romania was where werewolves came from. When Andre got off the plane, Scooby-Doo and Shaggy turned cold with fear. Like, gee whiz, Scooby, Shaggy gulped. Look how hairy Andre is. Rah, Scooby shivered. Very like a werewolf. Shaggy and Scooby-Doo worried all day long. What would happen after sunset when the moon came out? It was September, an autumn moon. Fortunately, Andre retired to his room as soon as evening fell. Unfortunately, they found animal hairs all over the house. Were they from Andre? Scooby and Shaggy couldn't sleep, not when a werewolf might be staying in their house. They kept guard until midnight. Then they heard someone open and close the front door. It was Andre. He'd sneak outside in the middle of the night. Scooby and Shaggy were terrified. They didn't want to follow Andre, but they had to find out if he was a werewolf. So they quietly followed Andre into the night. And just when they saw him, Howoo! Zoinks, he's howling at the moon, Scoob, Shaggy whispered urgently. And he's all hairy. Ruh-roh, Scooby was about to faint. Scooby and Shaggy raced back home and hid under Shaggy's bed. They couldn't sleep a wink. Had Andre really turned into a werewolf? Scooby and Shaggy knew they had to find out for sure. First thing in the morning, they went to an old bookstore. Way in the back were all the books about monsters. Shaggy read about werewolves, most importantly, how to tell if someone is one. One book Shaggy read said that werewolves are driven away by a plant called wolfsbane. Luckily, there was a shop in town that sold it. Scooby and Shaggy took the wolfsbane home and showed it to Andre. Andre quickly excused himself and left the room. Another book said that werewolves don't like things made of silver, so Shaggy grabbed a silver spoon from the kitchen. When Andre wasn't expecting it, Shaggy and Scooby jumped out and held up the spoon. Sure enough, Andre turned away. Now they were certain that Andre was a werewolf. Shaggy and Scooby needed to warn their friends. They knew Velma and Daphne would be over at Fred's house. As soon as Andre was out of the way, they slipped out, but they had a funny feeling they were being followed. Was it Andre? Like, run, Scoob, Shaggy cried. If Andre bites us, we'll be turned into werewolves too. Ralph! Ralph! Scooby yelped. I won't rent werewolf. They ran through the city as fast as their feet could carry them. Scooby and Shaggy dashed through the baseball field and vacant lots, through the park and into back alleys. They were certain Andre was right behind them, and he was probably gaining on them. Just when they thought they couldn't take another step, Shaggy pulled Scooby behind some trash cans. The creature behind them passed by without noticing them. Zoinks, that was close, Shaggy hinted. Come on, Scoob, let's get to Fred's. Ralph, werewolf, Scooby-Doo cried as he and Shaggy charged into Fred's house. Like, you've got to help us, Shaggy hollered. The werewolf may be right behind us. Jinkies, what are you guys talking about? Velma frowned. There's no such thing as werewolves. Just then, Andre walked out of the restroom. Like, it's him, Shaggy shrieked. He's the werewolf. We invited Andre over for a nice dinner, not to be called a werewolf, Daphne said. Oh yeah, Shaggy said, if he's not a werewolf, then why did he turn furry and howl at the moon? Why did he leave hairs all over the house? And why did he run away when we brought out Wolfsbane and Silver? Huh? Rah! Scooby scowled suspiciously. I am so sorry, Andre said shyly. My fur coat is getting very old. I'm afraid it sheds. I howled at the moon because I was so very happy to be spending time in America, you see, but I do not understand your customs here. Why do you wave weeds in my face? I am very allergic. And why do you use that spoon to reflect sunlight at me? It really hurt my eyes. Like, because, you're a werewolf? Shaggy said timidly. Whew, sorry, Andre. Like Scooby and I feel like first-class dummies, Shaggy sighed. Right, Scoob? Uh-huh, Scooby agreed. It is funny you thought I was a werewolf, Andre smiled. Yet you never asked which part of Romania I am from. I am from Transylvania, Andre declared, home of the vampire. For a second, Shaggy and Scooby were scared stiff. Then they heard their friends laughing, and they knew Andre was just kidding. Soon everyone was laughing, cheering, and giving Andre a proper welcome. Scooby-Dooby-Doo! Scooby exclaimed. That's it for today. Tune in on Thursday for the next one.